Hi friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And what I have for you today is a movie haul. But before I get into the haul, I just want to let you know that we will be doing the live stream this Tuesday night, the 11th, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did the post on YouTube and I wrote 7 p.m. in the little blurb. And then on the poll, I put 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what I'm going to do, I will be on there at 7 o'clock, and as you guys trickle in, that's fine. When you get there, you get there. But it's just going to be casual, hangout, Q&A type of thing. And it's been a long time since we did a live stream, so I'm looking forward to it. And as far as the haul, I'm just going to get into this. I'm still working on store credit and using money that I got from selling off things in my collection that I didn't need anymore. So this, again, is a zero out of pocket. And I'm really trying to stick to that because I'm trying to stick to a budget and be kind of responsible. Things are getting very, very expensive, so we all have to budget. This first one, I just randomly found this one night when I was looking around on streaming. It was streaming for $3 on Prime. I knew nothing about it, and I watched it, and I really, really liked it, so I picked up this media book. Also, Second Sight is going to be doing a release of this sometime in the future, so I will let you know. If, for those of you who are interested, I'll let you know when that comes out. This is a Norwegian body horror dark comedy loosely based on the Cinderella story, without using the name Cinderella and whatnot for obvious reasons. So if you're into that kind of thing, this will be the film for you. This is bonkers in the best way. And what we have is we have these families. The mother and father are going to get married. They each have daughters. What happens is the gentleman dies and they find out they have no money. So the stepsister of the would-be Cinderella character, she decides she's got her sights set on one of the princes because then she'll be taken care of. But he feels that she has some physical imperfections. Maybe she has a little too much body weight on her. And the story is about the lengths she goes to try to make her body prince appropriate. And all I can say is it is a wild ride. So if you're into body horror and you like satire, dark comedy, you're really going to enjoy this one. The story is great and the body horror is top notch, and it's wild and crazy, and like I said, bonkers in the best way. So check out The Ugly Stepsister. Like I said, $3 on Prime. It's really worth it. And this next body horror film, I'm kind of like this. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but this one you may have seen. It's Alison Brie and Dave Franco in Together. I heard mixed things about this. It's a couple, Tim and Millie. They decide they're going to relocate because she has gotten a new job. I guess she's a teacher. She's gotten a new job. He is an out-of-work musician, and they're kind of having relationship problems, so it's kind of a fresh start for them. And when they get there, they come into contact with something, and it makes it where Tim, who's usually very standoffish, is very much in pursuit of Millie. And he just wants to be close to her all the time. And all I can say is it gets really weird from there, and that's kind of where the body horror part comes in. The problem with this one is there's not a lot of substance to the story other than that. And I found the characters really annoying. They were screaming back and forth, babe, babe, babe. If I heard babe one more time in this movie, I was just going to turn the volume off. But the body horror part was good, so I will watch this again. What I'm saying is, if you're not sure about it and you haven't seen it, give it a stream or a rent before you commit to buying it, because I'm not sure about the rewatchability on that one. This one, I told you it was coming, and here it is. It is the Arrow edition of the Danish original version of Speak No Evil. This is such a great movie. So if you don't mind the subtitles, definitely check this one out. If you're not into subtitles, check out the remake with James McAvoy. See one of them. They're both great. So good stuff there. And this is an Arnold throwback from the 90s. It is Schwarzenegger in End of Days. This is a fun action thriller with some horror elements, but really good stuff. I remember I rented this a few times. I may have had it in my collection at one point, but maybe on DVD. But it has since gone out, but I got it back in, and it is a Scream Factory title, so it should be available over on Groove. That's G-R-U-V, for those of you who haven't been to the site. That's where they're selling Scream Factory now. So if you want to pick that up, or Amazon. I got this on Amazon, but if you want to get it, those are the places to get it. I don't know if they're going to be on Amazon. I take that back. Now that Groove has it, it may not be on Amazon. I don't know how that's going to work out. I'll keep you posted. This next one is a film by Yorgos Lanthimos. Lanthimos. I always have a trouble saying his name. Anyway, it's called Dogtooth. And if you're not familiar with his work, he did things like, he did Poor Things and he did The Favorite. So that kind of gives you a little bit of perspective on his filmmaking style. This one, though, is completely out of the ballpark. This is completely different from anything I've ever seen him do. This one, he just goes places and I'm like, there, no way are they going to go there. They went there. The story is we have a family and the father has decided that he never let the kids leave the grounds of the house. Like, he built this huge wall around the house. They can't even see on the other side of the wall. And they're now teenagers and they're curious about the world outside. He tells them about all these horrors that are outside the wall and why they can never go anywhere away from family or the house. And they're starting to have different questions and things go on. But I would say proceed with caution with this one. Do your homework before you check this one, before you buy this one, because you may not want to watch it again. But Dogtooth, it's a really weird film from a really interesting filmmaker, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel on a second watch. And this next one, this is the 4K Blu-ray and digital. It's a nice release. It is Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. And I've heard mixed reviews about this, but you know what? I thought it was fine. I thought it was a good film. I like the Mission Impossible films. For me, they're popcorn movies, and it held my interest. It was entertaining. The action was good. The stunts are great, and I'm fine with it. So if you're into Mission Impossible, this is available now. There's a Steelbook, but it doesn't look very nice. So I just went with the regular copy. Now this one, I love this one. I just watched it this weekend. It came in. I watched it the first day. It is only available on Steelbook, and I think it's kind of limited. So if you want it, you're going to want to get it now. This is the 4K version of Cheech and Chong's last movie. And you can see them there. It comes with a slipcover. There they are in the mirror. And when you take the Steelbook out, you get this really nice image of the guys, Cheech and Chong. It's a really nice looking Steelbook. And then, of course, on the back, you get some quotes and them doing their thing. But I grew up with Cheech and Chong, big fan, and this was such a great documentary. And what it did is it's a look back on their entire career, and it's done in such a creative way. We see bits from their shows. We find out how they met each other. We find out what their process was. There's interviews. There's, like I said, bits from their shows and the records that they made. And then they do things like they'll do illustrated things. And so there's illustration bits in it. And it's a very creative way to put together a documentary, and it holds your interest. It never gets boring. You don't feel it's 2 hours. So, but you don't feel the runtime at all. I was never bored. I didn't want this to end. It was so good. It's a great documentary. If you're a fan of Cheech and Chong and you want to see like everything that they went through together to present day, definitely check this one out. It is well worth the pickup. If you don't pick up anything else in this pile, pick this one up. If you're a Cheech and Chong fan, but I really did enjoy that one. This one, I have been asking for an American release for this one for years, and we finally got one, and I couldn't be more disappointed, but it's Coda. I have seen this available on Groove, and that's it. It is a bare bones release. This is the release. That's it. A 4K disc. There are no special features. There's no digital copy. There's no Blu-ray. Nothing. It is the 4K disc of the movie in the case. That's it. That's all we're getting for now. So we can only hope that maybe a boutique label, a boutique studio will pick it up and give it a proper release, because it is so deserving. And I want all the special features. I want to know everything about this film because it's a Best Picture winner and it deserves it because it's a darn good film. But at least we have an American release. At least we have an American physical release now, because the one I have is Italian. So it's nice to have something here in the States. Also from MVD, getting towards the holidays, and Kelly likes her Christmas movies, and I like documentaries. So this one is called The Best Christmas Movies Ever. Best Christmas Movies Ever. And it says that they talk about the best Christmas movies ever, and it says like Home Alone, Elf, The Santa Claus, Miracle on 34th Street, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, It's a Wonderful Life, and so much more. So I'm looking forward to it because MVD usually puts out some quality stuff. So definitely check that out. This would be available on I got it on Orbit, but it would also be available on Amazon, MVD store. You can get it right in the MVD store, but it'll be out there. It's a good one, I'm sure. Now these next two are Warner Archive titles, and they've been doing these little collection box sets. So some of these I had on DVD, but now I have them all on Blu-ray. It's the Bette Davis collection. It includes The Letter, Jezebel, The Private Lives of Elizabeth and Essex, and Dark Victory. So like I said, some I had on DVD, some I had on Blu-ray, but now I have this Blu-ray set, and also they each have their own disc and the nice flipper tray, because Warner Archive knows how to do it right. So I'm happy to have this in the collection, and it'll be a space saver. And of course, they can't release Betty without releasing Joan the same month, because the gals are competitive. Joan's collection has The Grand Hotel, Possessed, The Women, and The Damned Don't Cry. 4 really great films. So, and it's the same thing, flipper tray and separate discs for each movie. And that you can pick them right up on Amazon. Had them. I don't know if Orbit had them, but Amazon definitely had them. Okay, and this next one is a Hammer release. Now I know Hammer put out a really huge beefy box set that's available on Orbit and Diabolic. It should still be out there, but this is the Warner Archive release of Hammer's The Curse of Frankenstein, starring Peter Cushing and Boris Karloff. And the thing with this one is they have several different cuts of the 4K movie with different aspect ratios, so they look different. But this is a great Frankenstein movie from Hammer, and we start out, Victor Frankenstein is in prison, and he is about to be put to death. And what he does is he's trying to tell his side of the story. So they bring a guy in, and it's a flashback, and he tells his story, but it's really, really good. And if you haven't seen The Curse of Frankenstein, I highly recommend it. You can pick this up right on Amazon if you don't want to spend the money for the box set. I think the box set's like $80, so you probably want to go this route. But you get all the films and the different aspect ratios, so you can see for yourself the difference in the cuts. But they look beautiful. And this next one is a documentary that I haven't yet watched, and it's about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's called Chain Reactions. It says it's an extraordinary documentary about an extraordinary film. I have not watched this yet, but it says that 50 years after Tobe Hooper's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre shocked the world, this feature-length documentary charts the film's profound impact and lasting influence on 5 great artists. So they have 5 people, one of them being Stephen King, and I guess they talk to them about how the film impacted them. So I'm looking forward to sitting down, watching this, and giving you my thoughts in maybe a horror segment, because I love Texas Chainsaw and I love documentaries, so definitely looking forward to this one. And then I told you this one was coming too. This is the Arrow release of Hellbender, the film about from the Addams Family, about the mother and daughter who are living isolated in the woods, and there's witchcraft involved and things like that. But this is a really good one from the Addams Family. You guys know, if you've been around, I'm a huge fan of theirs. So when I saw that Arrow put out a proper Blu-ray release of their film, I definitely wanted to pick it up. And this is a Region A. So this is Region A only. And this was available on Orbit. I think I got it on Amazon. So Hellbender is available on Blu-ray. Also from Second Sight, the newest release we got is The Florida Project. I haven't even opened it yet. It came in during Horror Month, and I haven't gotten around to opening this yet, but I'm looking forward to opening it, going through all the special features, and letting you know about, what I think about it. But if you're a fan of The Florida Project, the one thing I can say about one of the many good things about Second Sight is, if you want, they do sell the standard release. If you don't want all the goodies, you can just get the standard release for like $20, $25, and you'll get the film and all the special features. So that's something to think about with Second Sight, and it's one of their many good things. Another release from Arrow. This is the 4K of John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. I love this movie. This is one of his greatest movies, I think. We have Sam Neill plays an insurance inspector, and he is looking for an author named Sutter Kane who has apparently gone missing, and we follow him along as he's trying to figure out what happened to this guy and, the repercussions of what's going on. And I don't want to say too much about it because I'll ruin the film, but it's a really, really good one. And if you like John Carpenter, you're going to love In the Mouth of Madness. So that is one of many versions that are out there. There's Scream Factory versions and whatnot, so you don't have to pick up the Arrow 4K if you don't want to. Also available now from Arrow is The Return of the Living Dead. Yeah, The Return of the Living Dead. This one is about Freddy is on his first day of work at the Unita Medical Supply Warehouse. And you can imagine what happens. Look at this artwork, though. It's fantastic. And, you know, it's a zombie movie, so you know where it's going to go. But this is a nice big box set from Arrow. They do their thing. You get the movie, the poster, the book, the whole deal. But really, really good stuff. And I love this movie, and I love all of them. So I'm looking forward to checking out the 4K on that one. A classic, The Mask, is another one that was released from Arrow on 4K. And I can't imagine that this is going to look anything but fantastic. I've heard good things, so I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching this. I haven't seen this in a while, so looking forward to watching The Mask on 4K. And again, it's the same thing. They're doing this, the slipcover thing, which I like. But it's the movie, the poster, the book, the whole deal. And if you don't want to pick up these box sets, I know some people are like, I'm kind of over the box set. They do the same thing as Second Sight. In a month or two, they'll put out just the standard release, and you can just pick up the film that way with all the special features that come with it. You just don't get the book and the poster and the box and all that. But the nice thing about Second Sight, they release their special edition and the standard edition at the same time. With Arrow Video, you just have to wait a month or two, and then they will release the standard edition as well. So you're not trapped into these box sets if you don't want them. This one I bought on, I guess, good authority that it's a fun film. I don't know. I'm going to find out. It's a TerraVision film. It's called Invader. Haven't seen it yet, but as soon as I watch it, I will let you know. I've heard it's good. I heard a lot of people talking about it that it's good. I'm going to find out. I don't know what it's about. And this one, this was hard to get a hold of, but the live stream that they do for Orbit, they were all going on about this movie, The Cat, and saying how good it was and that it was going out of stock and whatnot. I hear it makes a good double bill with The House, or The House, with the Criterion release House. So I'm planning to do House and The Cat in the same night, and it'll probably be like an acid fever dream, and I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know how it goes. But The Cat is another one that I picked up. And now this one, I haven't seen this one in years, but I remember really, really liking it. It's called Dust Devil, and this is a Kino Lorber release. I believe this is it's the 4K. This is from 1992. It's 108 or 88 minutes, so I guess there's two cuts of the movie. But basically what we have is a gal who's leaving an abusive relationship, and she runs into this character out in the desert, and I guess he's a little more sinister than he would appear to be. But I haven't seen this in a very long time, but I do remember liking it. So Dust Devil was one I definitely wanted to pick up. This is a great shark movie that isn't Jaws, and it's called The Reef. If you haven't seen it, this is a new release from Umbrella. There's standard Blu-ray releases you can easily get over on Amazon or whatnot. This is about a sailboat that capsizes, and the people are left in the water, and of course, what are they surrounded by? Sharks. So they're trying to get to land without having to cross where these sharks are swimming, and this has a lot of tension, and it's a really good shark movie. So it's not one of the good bad shark movies. This is a good shark movie. So if you haven't seen The Reef, I would say pick it up. And as I always tell you with Imprint, Umbrella, and Viavision, they're listed as Region B, but they will play on any player you throw them in. So there's that. This one I've not seen, but it's a John Waters film. It is called Cecil B. Demented, and I can only imagine what's going to go on. It has to do with this director who is kind of unhinged, and I guess he wants this certain actress in his film, so they kidnap the actress, who I believe is played by Melanie Griffith. They kidnap her to be in their film, and it just sounds like it's fun. It got decent ratings, so I want to check it out. So this was part of the Umbrella lineup, so I picked that up. This one I picked up because, again, the Orbit live stream, I heard this one is good, Angst. So as soon as I watch it, I'll let you know how it is. I told you I wasn't going to do these little box sets, but now that I have store credit, I'm doing them. And I love this movie, Wolf Creek. So I grabbed Wolf Creek. I love the set. And I believe, okay, it has Wolf Creek. Oh, okay. It has the unrated cut in 4K, and then it has the theatrical cut, Blu-ray, but again, they will go in any player. This is a bonkers movie. It's an Australian movie, and what it is, if you haven't seen it or heard me talk about it, we have a bunch of, I think they're hikers, if I remember correctly, and their car breaks down. They're going hiking like in the outback, and their car breaks down, and this fella comes up and he tells them that he has a garage and that he can take them there and he can fix it. And then what ends up happening is he terrorizes them for the rest of the night, and it is wild and it's crazy and I love it. And I hear it's based on true events. I don't know. If you know, tell me down in the comments. Is it based on true events? And then I have this one. This is from Studio Canal, who does great releases. It's Dead of Night. And again, they will put out the standard release in a few months. So if you don't want to get the little box set, you can wait for the standard release. This is about a guy, and wait a minute, this one comes from, I want to tell you the year. The year that this comes from, 1945. And we have, it says, Walter Craig visits a country house where he finds himself trapped. He has this recurring nightmare, and what he finds out is the people who are sharing the house with him are all people that he already knows from this nightmare, and then they start to tell their stories, and that's all I'm going to tell you. I have seen this before. It's been a long time, but I'm looking forward to checking it out, and I'm sure it's going to be fantastic, and this is a great release. So that is The Dead of Night. So that is that. I am going to clear things up, grab the last few, and we'll call this a one a day. Okay, I'm back, and I just wanted to clear things off so I could quickly run through the few Steelbooks that I picked up this month. My Nightmare on Elm Street set did finally show up. It just showed up a couple days ago. I haven't even unwrapped it yet, but I'm sure you've seen plenty of unboxings online. I mean, people have been going crazy with the unboxings, and they're great. This is the UK set. My family bought this for me way back in July. They pre-ordered it for my birthday. So this is a birthday gift, and I'm very grateful. So thank you to any of my family members who are watching who chipped in for that one. And then I just have a couple Steelbooks that I got. This is the 25th anniversary for U-571. If you've been around, you know that I am a sucker for a good submarine movie. And even if it's a bad submarine movie, I like it. But I really do like that one. I also picked up, this is the Studio Canal release for Jacob's Ladder. I love this movie. It's really about like PTSD. And Tim Robbins is great in it. And this is, I really like the artwork on this one. I know there's also a Lionsgate Limited one that looks really nice as well, but I saw this one on Orbit, so I grabbed it. The next one is the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for the 25th anniversary of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version, which I really do like. I know not everybody likes it, but I like it, and I like the artwork that they did, so pick that one up. This next one, of course, everybody's been unboxing this one, and I'm so excited to give it a watch. Finally in 4K. It comes with the 4K, the Blu-ray, and digital. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. I mean, come on. A classic. Love that one. I can't wait to sit down with it. And then my last three here, I very gingerly purchased these off of Amazon, hoping that they would show up okay, and they did. It is Saw 2, 3, and 4. So this is Saw 2. You take it out, and it reveals very cool front with the puzzle pieces and John Kramer's face. And then on the back, we have the needles. If you know, you know. And I like Saw 2. I like Saw 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to do a whole thing on Saw. I was going to do it Halloween month, but I kind of lost track of time, but I have it all set up to go. Saw 3, I really like this cover. This is a slip cover, and then we take it out here and it reveals Amanda, and then we have our little guy that you don't want to see coming into the room with you. And then this one, Saw 4, I love this artwork. Look at that slip cover. That is insanely good. So when you take the slip cover, this slip cover is very secure, but when you take the slip cover off, I'm just going to open it up because it's a wraparound. That's the artwork. Really nice stuff. So those are the Saw Steelbooks, and that's it. That's everything I picked up this month, and like I said, I'm really trying to stick to my budget, so when the store credit runs out, I'm either going to sell some more stuff or I'm going to cut back on the buying. And that's going to do it for my my pickups for the month, and I want to thank you guys for watching. You know, I appreciate each and every one of you who click on these videos. I'm a little scattered today. I'm getting a cold, so I took some cold medicine and I'm a little wonky, but I'll come around. So that's going to do it for me today. And remember, we're going to do the live stream Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will put a reminder up on the community tab on the homepage of the channel. I will be there at 7. Whenever you guys get there, you get there. So that's going to do it for me today. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you're not at the live stream, I will catch you in the next video. And for now, that's a wrap.